In this video, we are doing a gameplay load time comparison and a bit of a graphics comparison between the PlayStation 4, PS4 Pro, PlayStation 5, and the PlayStation 5 Slim. Make sure you watch till the end to see the complete comparison between all of these models. Alright, so now let's test out the PlayStation 5 original disc loading time to see how fast it is and compare it to the brand new Slim PlayStation 5. I'm looking forward to this. So right now we are timing this and we will see after the fact which one is faster and which one is a little bit slower and see if they've actually improved it. Alright, so we are now in the PlayStation 5. Alright, we've got the PlayStation 5 Slim absolutely not turned on, so we shall turn it on and see how we go. Turn it on and see. Now, the LED lights at the bottom are there, but there's no LED lights at the top there. It's interesting. Why did they take out the LED lights at the top of this PlayStation 5 Slim? It seems relatively similar in terms of how fast it takes to log in. Now, let's try the rest mode and see how long it will take to load from rest mode. So we've now got it in rest mode, and now let's turn the PlayStation 5 on while in rest mode. And let's see, let's check it out. Press it. Sometimes it takes a bit longer, so let's try it again. That'll definitely work. I'm seeing the blue. There we go. It was pretty fast, right? Let's enter rest mode and restart it and see if it's any quicker than the normal PlayStation 5. Let's see. Okay, let's see. We're now turning it on from rest mode to see how long it will take. I'm interested. Boom. That was super quick. Interesting. We're going to do the exact same game as we're going to do with the PlayStation 5 Slim, and we will be doing Astro's Playroom, because every single PlayStation 5 has Astro's Playroom. So let's see the loading time with Astro's Playroom and see if the PlayStation 5 Slim natively is a little bit quicker. By the way, this is all the brand new updates with the brand new PlayStation 5 Slim and everything. So yeah, it loaded pretty quickly. I mean, I can imagine it's going to be the exact same, and we're going to find out today. Nice. Now let's get into some gameplay. Let's see how long it takes. Seems pretty quick. Feeling some rumbles here. And there we go. Pretty fast, pretty awesome. It'll be interesting to see if there's any difference whatsoever with the actual gameplay. I can't imagine there would be any difference whatsoever. Boom. I love that sort of no load time thing. It is absolutely awesome. Alright, now let's go into some gameplay in Astro's Playroom and see how long it will take to get into some gameplay. Loading time was pretty much the exact same getting into the game, so it's going to be interesting to see how long it will take to actually go straight into the gameplay as well from the loading. Nice. See, it works the exact same. I'm going to guess it's just as fast. Let's see. We've got a little bit of loading time and boom, straight into the gameplay. Woo! We do have to go through this intro bit a little bit, but it was relatively the exact same loading time. The exact same level, should work the exact same. I'm not going to guess there's going to be any difference, and there's no difference whatsoever. Pretty good. Woo! Alright, so just to make this video a little bit more interesting, I have my original PlayStation 4 with me as well, and we'll test out the load time to see how long it takes to load boot from cold with the PlayStation 4 as well, and see how far we've come from the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 5 as well. So let's go, let's turn this on and go from there. I've accidentally done the wrong one, so I pressed the wrong button. But it should work anyway. I've accidentally pressed the wrong button. How funny is that? And it didn't take long at all, actually, from cold boot up to actually load up the PlayStation 4. And I've done the exact same thing. It will just load straight into the menu. It's actually not as slow as I thought, actually. Alright, so we've got our all-white PS4 Pro now. Let's see the load time comparison of this. So let's turn it on and see how we go. It's cool that we have the blue LED light here with the all-white. It kind of is reminiscent of the PlayStation 5 console. It's pretty cool. So let's see. It's actually a pretty decent load time, and considering that, you know, we've got a slower system, but I'm actually impressed with the PlayStation 4. But once again, like, there's probably not that much memory used with the PlayStation 4, as we know. But overall, it's pretty good. Alright, now we're getting straight into it. And pretty good in terms of its loading time straight away. Let's just do a restart and see how we go with the restart. It will be the similar thing to arrest mode anyway. Let's see how long it takes for a PS4 to restart. Might take a little bit longer, I'm interested. There we go, so the PlayStation 4 is now turned off, and we will go now to restarting the PlayStation 4. There we go, I'm hearing something happen with the PlayStation 4. So we'll see what happens. Alright, here we go. And it's taking a little bit longer, so we can really see the power of the PlayStation 5, how long it has come in terms of like the development of the PlayStation console loading time as well. And hopefully it doesn't take that long. We'll see. This is the restart of the PlayStation 4 Pro. I'm actually interested. Is it slower than the actual original PlayStation 4? I don't think it will be. It's pretty decent in terms of its memory. Like, there's not too much memory actually on these systems. There is a little bit more on this PlayStation 4 Pro because I've had it a little bit longer. But overall, it should be fine. Overall, we'll see. So the PlayStation 4 is now turned off and we are rebooting it. There's always so much noise that comes out of these PlayStation 4s as well. It's interesting. And here we go. And hopefully it doesn't take that long. Seems to be taking a minute, but we're finally in there. Alright. Alright, so now let's do a gaming loading time. So now let's go into God of War and just see how long it takes. It pretty much loaded it straight away, so it's pretty good that we have this with the original PlayStation 4. I can imagine if you fill up the storage as well though, it will be a little bit slower over time as well, and the fan definitely is a little bit louder over time as well, the more you fill it with storage. But for now, we've got a pretty empty PlayStation 4, and this is how we're going. Let's continue our story and see how we go with the story loading. As we can see, it goes into loading screens. With the PlayStation 5, there's basically no loading screens whatsoever with most of our games, with the God of War series or with anything else. It's really good what we have with the PlayStation 5 now, so it's pretty good. And we're still loading, I'm still waiting. Here we go. Alright, we are now into God of War. This game was awesome back in the day. If you have not played this game, dude, this game is awesome. Alright, let's go. Gameplay loading. Seems to be fine. We got a bit of a load screen there, but overall pretty decent. Some of the games will probably load a little bit later than others, so hopefully that doesn't matter that much with the loading time. But there was a bit of a load screen there before going into the game there, so hopefully that doesn't impact it too much, but I think it's good to actually experiment with different games as well and see the loading times for them. Nice. And we've got the loading screen over here as well. Very similar to God of War as well though. They should have very similar loading times. We'll see how we go. And hopefully you guys don't mind that we're using a few different games here. It's just easier for me to just pick up the PS4 and just use whatever was inside straight away. But that's okay. Alright, we're now into the gameplay. Alright, we're in the main screen, so now let's go to the actual game. When it loads. This is actually it. There we go. I was very confused for a second there. Alright, so now let's go into our game. See how long it takes. Seems to be taking a little bit longer with the PS4 Pro, more than the original PS4 and the PlayStation 5s. This might be because of the game that we're playing is Miles Morales. I'm not too sure. But it is taking a little bit longer, which is interesting. I like some of these tips though. But at the end of the day, if you're enjoying the game, that's what matters the most. But yeah, just so you can keep in mind what you're doing as well. Here we go. Woohoo! Man, I love this game. Even with no ray tracing on the PS4, it still looks fantastic. And the PS4 Pro has that FPS boost as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Alright, let's boot up Miles Morales and see how long it takes on the PlayStation 5 versus the PlayStation 4. It's probably a lot faster. Straight away, there was no prior load time to get into this screen where it's sort of like the game intro in a sense. So it's just interesting. Alright. It's a shame that they didn't release Spider-Man 2 on the PS4. It would have been nice for the PS4 users to get Spider-Man 2, but I see why they're not releasing on the PS4, so you can buy the PS5. Overall, you're just going to get a better gameplay experience overall anyway. There was no prior load time to this screen as well, the main menu as well, which was really good. So it just shows that it's a huge jump and a huge leap getting into the PS5. And we are loading up the exact same game. And as you can see, there was 0 load times there. So it's pretty good. In terms of what it looks like, I'm just not seeing any sort of aberrations with the graphics whatsoever, which is pretty sick. You can still get away with the PS4 Pro version as well. Like, it looked pretty good. There's just a few extra things with the PS5, like there's no aberrations with the graphics whatsoever. But overall, like as we saw before, you can definitely get away with the PS4 version, but it still looks great. And with the PS5 version, we have the ray tracing. The ray tracing is these shadows here, and it's not something that you get with the PS4 version as well. So that's something to keep note of, guys. So there you go. There's a total comparison between the load times between the PS5 Slim, PS4 Pro, original PS4, and the original PS5 console. So like and subscribe to see more content like this, and I will see you guys next time.